Hey, what's up, guys? Once again, welcome to Homecoming, the HBCU podcast. What is going on? You can
What's
also always
up?
catch us on YouTube uh every Mondays, right? And also you can catch up on anywhere you get your podcast at, right? You get Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, all of them. All of them.
It
Even if you
never
like
gets old.
Amazon.
It never gets
Damn.
old. You listing all of the possible streaming platforms, and every time you say iHeartRadio, I'm like, who's listening to that? But somebody's listening to it somewhere. So
iHeartRadio. Somebody's listening to
sounds so old. It's like what old people listen
it.
to. No, right?
I
I mean, am I
don't.
lying? It sounds like some old shit. I don't
I'm on.
know.
I'm on Apple, but
I was about to say you're
I,
on iHeart. Okay, you're on Apple. Exactly. Exactly.
no.
Everybody doesn't have Apple because a lot of people believe Samsung's better than Apple, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, wherever you listen to podcasts, you can catch us every Monday. We will have new episodes loaded. Yeah, I'm excited. How was as we're recording this episode, what day is it? It's the 28th of December. So, Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving, damn, we're in December. Christmas just passed. How was
Yeah.
your Christmas, JT?
It was. I tell everybody this. It was love, straight
Did you
up.
cook?
I did. I
What'd you
did.
cook?
I cooked some lamb chops again,
Mm,
and I didn't know this. This is my second time cooking them, but
mhm.
uh, my mother-in-law she cooks like, and my mom they cook a lot. And my sister-in-law, they said they were so good that they were surprised I cooked them, like, because I cooked
Damn.
them on the stove. No, I'm a griller, right? So, like, I usually grill a lot.
Is that an insult or a compliment though? Like they're surprised that you
Com-
cook
c-
them?
no, on the stove.
Okay.
Usually, you know what I'm saying? Usually I grill, I put in the oven, but I cook them on the stove top with some butter, garlic, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
Move the
You know the method.
pan.
You know the method.
Yeah,
Okay.
cooked them a good uh usually with meat, I kind of push it to see where the temp is. So I cook them, pretty medium well.
Mhm. You need I
Uh,
like a medium gamey, juicy
yeah,
lamb, but
I get it. I
everybody
get a
likes it
medium
different.
rare.
Yeah, I just do straight medium. But yeah, that's what's up. I actually didn't end up cooking lamb. I couldn't do it. So what happened? We ended up going to Texas Roadhouse, and yes, I have to say it just like that. We went to Texas Roadhouse that weekend on Saturday. Had a big juicy ass steak,
Mm.
hella like
You
ribs.
see how the
So
prime rib,
no,
the
my
ribeye,
go to is the ribeye, bro.
the
That
ribeye, the ribeye is a good cut.
the marbleization of a ribeye is second
Ribeye
to
is
none.
perfect.
So I didn't go with the prime. I just went the standard bone in juicy ass ribeye, and I think it was I don't know how many ounces it was. It was a big joint. It was pretty big. Like I
Maybe the bone in might be 18 or something.
think
18,
it was more
19,
than
maybe
that.
20,
It was in the 20s,
maybe 20,
but
maybe 20
right.
plus.
So no, it was big. It was big. And because I had that and then the ribs and mini burgers, it was so much red meat. I said, bro, I can't eat
It's a
no red
lot.
meat
It's
on
a lot.
Monday.
Texture House
Because I was
is
still eating it on
yeah,
Sunday. I was still eating
it's
it
a
on
lot of red
Sunday.
meat.
So I said, you know what, scratch that. I don't want my heart to stop. So I opted out. I was like, bro, I'm just gonna eat turkey. I don't want my
Yeah,
heart to stop.
what?
Fuck that. And so I ended up cooking my
What?
sides. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
can't. Like I
I
know my
want my
limits,
heart
bro.
to stop.
Exactly. We gotta I know Texas, man. We love our red meats, but
Yo,
we gotta calm down.
y'all are
We go
ridiculous.
crazy. We go ham. We go ham. But so
Your
we didn't
portion
do it. We
sizes are
just did like
wild.
a traditional meal. But I made my seafood mac and cheese with the crawfish. I made
Oh,
the
that's
mashed potatoes. We
nice.
had greens. We had all that stuff, but just I
Oh,
didn't do the
that's
red meat.
nice.
Yeah, we had it, and I've been eating that for the last 4 days. I'm over it, and I need to hit the gym. I'm over
Uh,
it. I get itis
Yeah,
every time I eat it.
yeah. That's
It's
that's listen.
bad.
That's the type of food that'll do it to you. So we didn't. So we had a brunch on Christmas.
Oh, look at
We
you
had a
cooking on
brunch. So
time.
we had crab legs,
Mm.
shrimp, lamb, cheese eggs. Vegan sausage,
Mm.
regular sausage.
Yeah, I don't know about that vegan sausage. I don't know what that's about.
Oh, my nephew's pescatarian, so
Oh yeah, that's right. He just don't eat
yeah,
sausage then. I mean, that's the that's
yeah.
what.
I mean,
Yeah, that's just what it comes with. Stop trying to create things that taste
just
like the thing you're
like-
trying to avoid. What are we talking about here? It's like
so
vegans.
I
Oh, I'm
think
making
that was
fake
it.
cheese. No, you just don't eat cheese because you chose that
Yeah,
life. Like
just
we're not
nah.
making fake
He
cheese for
likes
you.
cheese. He likes cheese and eggs. He was like, I can't. He was like, I talked to him. He's
Exactly.
like, that's why I can't be straight up vegan because it's like I gotta have
It's
eggs and
it's a commitment.
cheese.
It's a commitment.
It's a
So if you
very
about that life,
commitment.
you get
It's a
no
very
vegan sausage. You just get nothing. You get grass.
and I think that was it. And then
Okay,
I've been chilling. I haven't really. Well, we've been cooking, but like I've been just chilling. I'm not gonna lie.
bro. This
I've
week has
been
been hard.
relaxing.
It's been
I've been
hard.
straight up
It's been hard.
relaxing.
I
I'm not gonna
understand.
lie to you.
Whoa, light
I've
just went out
been
here. Two seconds. My light just went
all
out.
right. Anyway, guys,
There we go.
I've been
Technical
enjoying myself.
difficulties.
I've been relaxing. I think I worked hard, but this weekend I'm gonna get some stuff done because I gotta, Monday is not Monday, but uh Tuesday's gonna be up and running. I'll be back in the gym where everybody else will be. But
Ugh, ugh.
I've
You're one
I've
of
I've
those.
started. First of all, I've been working
No,
out
no.
before the new year, so
Mm-mm. Let me tell you something. I
it's
hate
gonna get
this
crazy.
time of the year, bro. The gym, it gets so stupid. It gets so packed,
Yeah,
so crowded for like 2, 3 months.
yeah.
And then the people who
It'll
really
die
weren't
off
never
around
about that
March.
life, it'll die down by March. But for like
Hmm.
that first month or two, it's treacherous. I'm like, man, I gotta switch in my routine of like what time to go to the gym because I can't hit the
Yeah,
machines like I want to hit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, where we
Well,
all at?
the good thing is, guys, I go when the gym opens at 5, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna be crazy. You'll
That's what I
see
need to
people
start
for the
doing.
first couple weeks. Then in February when it gets real cold, they're gonna stop. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I would go to the gym in my own building really early. I'm just a real early gym guy. I don't know what it is. I've
I
tried it
am too.
in my life, and it's changed
It's
my
better to
life.
start your day off
Yeah,
working
it's
out
changed my
if you
life.
can. Not everybody can because of their work schedules, but
Yeah,
it's better to work out early while you still have like an immense amount of energy because trying to do it after work where you're mentally and physically drained, it's
it's a
wild. But my
different
brother,
animal.
he could work out at night. My brother can work out. He used to work call center after he got off. He would
I
go
used to
straight
do
to
that. I used
my
to
mind
get off
shot.
work, go work out, but then probably since like 2013, started working out in the morning, and it just I don't know what it is now. It's
It's
just like I
different.
gotta work out in the morning.
It's
Yeah,
different. Yeah.
I gotta.
It's good. And then you kind of get it
Mm-hmm.
out the way so you don't have to worry about it. It's
Mm-hmm.
like check, 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 get it
Gives you
done.
energy, makes you feel good, it just it boosts
It's
my
good.
mood.
So anybody who's just starting working out at the beginning of the year, don't be one of
Mm-hmm.
them where you fall off by March. First
Yeah,
of all, you're locked in. Most of them you'd be locked in for a year unless you do that like by month no commitment shit, which is
yeah.
like
Most of you're
you're
locked in
weak in
for a year.
doing that no commitment because you need to be locked in for a year to see results.
Mm-hmm.
Like work out for a
Yeah,
year and get to the gym. Like New Year,
into
New
the
Year.
gym.
I'm not a person who does New Year's resolutions, but
No,
if you are serious about your health and you are working out, I do commend you. Like I give people a lot of shit
yeah,
for crowding my gym up, but if you are like, hey man, I need to get my shit together, I need to lose some weight, I need to unclog these arteries, then man, keep at it. Definitely keep at it.
keep at it. And you don't have to go in there and be a workout warrior, right? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all good to start out at your pace. Push yourself, but make sure you start out your pace. And listen, don't. guys, don't be like, I'm going to the gym 6 days a week when you first start. It's okay
That's
going
that's what
3.
that's what JT did, and he would tell me crazy stuff. I'll be like,
Oh my
JT,
gosh.
you don't have to work out that ham, bro. No, I gotta go ham, bro. Like I'm training. It's like,
Oh,
okay, bro, but if you just work out 3 times a week, just starting off for 30
it's
minutes to an
okay.
hour, you'll be good. And he learned the hard way. Like we gotta.
I
So he's
did.
speaking from experience. He's speaking
I
from
did.
experience. It does not last.
Nah,
It's
I
it's not
did.
it's not
I
it's not
did.
realistic.
Doing 2 days. No, no, no. Now I'm back. I'm back. It's very
You're a world
man. I
class
started
athlete.
out. Yeah,
What are you training for?
I was a wild. But the great thing is though. So I'm a believer in lifting weights. So I can't wait to go to the back to the gym and yeah, man, I miss it. I was going before. I don't do resolutions. I just try to be better every year.
You just do it, bro.
I don't
We got
make
another nat. Yo,
resolutions.
so you're right. No, you're right. You just gotta. I'm over it. It's all good though. No, you're right though.
Oh
The weight training is where it's at. I will say for guys, don't forget about your lower half. I
yeah,
don't want to
squat.
see Johnny Bravos walking around like
Mm.
everybody's upper half like is looking good, ripped. I look at the legs, chicken legs. I'm like, come on, bro. No leg days?
Nah,
You don't have no
the
leg
base
days?
of the basis, the workout I'm doing. With every exercise, the first exercise is squat.
Good.
That's the first thing you do is squat.
I
Then
want
you
your
work on your
ass in the
chest.
grass. Yeah, you got to squat. I want your
Yeah,
ass cheeks touching the
yeah.
goddamn grass.
Get as low as possible
Deep
too,
squat.
guys. It's good to be below the
Deep
kneecaps.
squat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Don't
that's what's up.
just yeah.
I'm glad you had a great holiday. I'm glad you are getting back in the gym to work off the weight. I went to the gym Friday, Saturday, and Sunday
Well,
leading up to
you're just
Christmas.
you're in shape.
I couldn't
You've been in
allow it.
shape since I know you.
Couldn't allow it. But yeah,
Massive
guys,
shape, guys. She's in like massive, like just
not
a
as not as
physical
great as I was
festival.
before,
Yeah, physical
but
festival.
I'm getting there.
I gotta go to the gym. And you're like, what?
Gotta go. I'm like, it's an addiction at this point. But
Yeah.
yes, moving to HBCU, not news, but something amazing. It's
Yes,
kind of it's HBCU related. It's
it
HBCU
is
related.
very.
We covered it in our last episode.
We did.
Pledge series.
Yes.
Change is good. So at the
Yes.
time of our last recording, episode 1 and 2 already aired, and that night, episode
Mm-hmm.
3 was aired on YouTube. Since that recording, all 4 episodes have been released. Me and JT
Mm-hmm.
were able to watch the last 2 episodes and just kind of want to share our thoughts, recap, because again, very, very amazing, very interesting series. So, how did you feel about the last 2 episodes? I will say, spoiler alert, we are going to talk about the shit that has aired. So, if you
Yes.
haven't watched
Yes.
episodes 3 or 4, if you haven't watched the Pledge series at all, I don't know where you've been. It's all good. We're
It
not
is
judging.
very good.
But pause this, go to YouTube, type in Pledge series, and watch all 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Then come back to this podcast. But yes, anyways, how'd you like the last 2 episodes?
Oh man, the last 2 episodes were very, very, very interesting. A little bit of cliffhanger in there.
Mm-hmm.
Some redemption
Yes.
in there.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, the good guys won, and then it was a wow. What's gonna happen next? Is very good
Mm-hmm.
if
Very.
you watch
Yep.
movies or series.
Yeah, for
As much
sure.
as we both do, I like the end. Um, it was the third episode was very interesting. I sometimes I would question like, all right, where is this going? I see where it's gonna go. Um, and
Let me ask you this.
it was just interesting in the third
What
episode.
did you think about the pledging process, right? So just to
Questions
recap, the
gonna come
pledging
from.
process, they had four, it was like 4 tasks they had to do. The first one was catching
Mm-hmm.
bats. The
Mm-hmm.
second one was they had to
Gone.
literally shut into a coffin for
Oh
24
yes,
hours.
24
Um,
hours. Yeah.
third one, they had to endure 100 bites from the current
Mm-hmm.
fraternity members, and the
Yep.
last one was like stealing garlic or whatever.
Still in
Um,
garlic. Yeah.
so as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about you, JT. Like, it's a thin line, very thin line between pledging and hazing. My God. First of all, you're not locking me in no coffin for no 24
That's
hours. Not
wild.
without a phone,
That
not
was
without no
wild.
holes for oxygen to come in.
I
And
seen that
and
joint. I was
it wasn't like a modern coffin. JT, it
like,
was
nah.
like coffin from the 1800s, my
It
nigga.
was
Like
from the
the
1800s.
coffin was so tiny and slender. I was looking at it like Deontay can't fit in there. My man Deontay can't
Nah.
fit in there.
Nah, Deontay couldn't
And
fit
he
in.
looked small.
He was tiny. He was tiny. He was tiny. And the other dude was tiny as
So
well.
yeah, his supposed line brother, which
Yeah.
I will say his line brother kind of blew me. This whole time you were reporting to CJ on your line brother. Like, and
Yeah,
I
that
know
was
JT, I know
wild.
it was wild. Like you told, you
Nah.
told us about your pledging experience and how
Yeah.
you didn't really cross with a line brother, and that's one thing you kind of regretted. But me, I'm just like, damn, bro, you supposed to have my back. You over here snitching
Yeah.
to CJ about the self-incriminating video,
Yeah.
but then Deontay ends up saving you from being drained to death at the end. I might have to
Yeah.
let them take your ass because what you're not about to do, you almost messed up my whole plan. You almost ruined my whole
Yeah.
shit. I didn't
So
like that.
it's a thing like that. So that thing was very odd and weird. And I guess he was trying to make it, and they like presented that to him. But
Mm-hmm.
there's a thing when you pledge,
It's messed up.
it's kind of it is you against the machine, which is the older brothers,
Exactly.
right? So it's like,
Mm.
first of all, if I'm an older brother, I already I have a huge advantage because you don't know what to expect every night. I
Mm-hmm.
do. I know exactly what you're going to endure, what you're going
Right.
through, how intense it's going to be. You don't know. You
Right.
show up every night like, this is
Mm-hmm.
what we're doing. Okay.
Okay.
So you have to have, if you don't know, right, as a pledgee, my
Mm-hmm.
job is trying to outsmart the people who know. You know what I'm saying? My job is to make it how they made it. So I cannot disclose anything that I'm doing that you don't know that I'm doing because I'm trying to make it. And
Mm-hmm.
these guys are trying to make it as well. And I tell them all the time, man, it's us against y'all.
And
This
as
is,
it
we
should
have to
be.
figure it out. You got to figure it out how to outsmart us on a nightly basis. It was a very difficult thing to do
It's
because we
crazy.
already know. You know what I'm saying? So that was just very weird to me. I was like, ah, come on, man, don't be that guy.
Yay, smiling in your face. Oh yeah, man, let's steal this garlic together. Make sure you
It's
don't get
us.
caught, or
It's us
let's get
against them.
it's
You know?
and then you over here telling them that I got the video, and now I gotta like flex up on CJ real quick with his extra tall ass, knowing I probably will lose to this vampire,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Because you didn't snitched on me.
yeah.
So
He
I'm not
snitched
gonna lie, Deontay, he had a lot of elements working against him.
a lot.
Okay. He had a lot of elements working against him. What I will say also, what I like, because I took this past weekend, I
Hmm.
rewatched the Blade movies. I did one and two, I didn't do the third one.
Oh,
Yeah, I just feel
I
like
might need
yeah,
to. I might need
it's on
to.
Hulu. It's on Hulu.
I might have
But
to go and tap into that.
tap in, tap in.
I might have to
But
watch it.
what I liked about that was it reminded me how every vampire movie or show, they're able to set their own rules as far as how a vampire acts, or what
Hmm.
actually is something that's a threat to them, and X, Y,
Yes.
and Z. So I'm watching Blade, and they're like, this doesn't affect us, but Silver does, and stakes, so and it's so
Hmm.
funny because every movie, when you say, "Oh, I thought y'all were affected by garlic," he's like, "That shit only happens in the movies," and they're like, "No, this is it,"
Yeah.
even though like they're in a movie. So it
Yeah.
made me think about like she was able to, the director Ariel, she was able to set her own rules
Hmm.
as far as what applied to vampires in this series. And
Yeah.
you saw it with the garlic, how
Was it garlic?
Deontay's girl, she ended up like in anaphylactic shock. Like that shit
Mm-hmm.
was so potent, like they cannot be around it.
They
So I
cannot
thought
be around it.
that was very dope. Like the creative freedom she had to choose, okay, what's true in my universe of vampires, you know?
Hmm. And she wrote it in. It kind of like tied into the history, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like with the sunlight, they just change a different pigmentation over
I love that. Cause
the decades.
in Twilight, all they did was like their skin would sparkle. Then you saw in True Blood, like certain vampire, they'll literally burn up. They'll
They'll
burn up
burn
out
up.
there. So it's like damn. Okay, every movie, every TV show, they set their
Sunlight's a
rules, but
big factor though, a lot though.
sunlight, but you have to address that in every movie. You have to
Yeah.
address sunlight, you have to
Yes.
address silver,
Garlic.
wooden
Yeah.
stakes, garlic. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like these are the things you have to address. But like you said, she did a great job at
Hmm.
defining like her own history behind it. And I
Yes.
think I love that angle with like the complexion and things and the
Yes.
class, the history class
The history class. Yeah.
with the white guy, Mr. White. His name was Mr. White.
Mr. White.
Um,
He was just so excited.
Speaking of, how did you
He's so excited.
feel about that exchange, like that altercation between him and Nat? Like when she is just like, "Whitey, you teaching this shit? We're not even really trying to hear from you. You don't understand our history." And then his rebuttal was, "I teach African American history because no one else has." You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Like, how
Yeah.
did you feel about that scene right there?
I felt it, I understood her point.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I understood his point as well. He's like, I'm in the HBCU teaching it, right? I love it. So, well, we're not gonna get into that. That was wild, and she's that was wild.
She was so. I
It's
think
wild.
I liked
I
her
was like,
character the best
I
though.
was
I
like, yo,
don't
she is cleaning up, man. She's cleaning up. I was
revolving
like,
door, bro. In
golly,
and
I ain't
out, in
even
and out.
mad.
It was wild. No,
I
her
was,
journey, her character journey was crazy.
yeah, I was
Character
like, I
journey
ain't
was
even
crazy.
mad. But like, I get both points, and I think that is something that could be discussed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm, you know, Dr. Umar might give you some lashes, but I don't, I don't mind Dr. Umar crazy. I don't
Uh-huh.
mind. Um, I don't think that. I guess I didn't mind him teaching it. It's a weird thing. I can't if somebody is passionate about
Mm-hmm.
teaching another culture about their history and they don't hear it in regular schools, it's commendable. It's very
Did you
commendable.
have white or non-African American teachers teaching you history, like African or African American history, when you went to
His
Bowie?
history, yes, not African American history.
Right. Because I'm
And we did have
recalling
white professors.
we didn't I didn't have a white professor teaching me. I had Dr. Carr, Dr. Gregory Carr, and at Howard University that taught me.
Yeah, I had an African American man teach me
Would you think it would hit differently
African
if it was a white?
American history.
Do you think it would hit differently if it was a white professor that you had instead of a black professor?
Yeah,
Same. You see,
I
that's
think
why you're just like I
it
can
would
see
hit me
both
differently.
sides, right?
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
both sides.
Yeah, because he was passionate, and I don't think it came from any like place of malice or there
Mm-mm.
was any ill intent. Like Mr. White, that character, he was so compassionate and passionate. As you saw, like certain scenes, like he was trying to help Nat and he was trying to help
Mm-hmm.
Deontay at one point, especially during their transition where they were super
Yeah,
weak and craving blood. And he was like,
yeah,
"This is what I prepared for my whole life," and he was like on that
yeah.
shit, like you know what I'm
That
saying.
was
So
crazy.
you
Yeah,
can find allies that are not always of the hue that you may be most comfortable with, right? So
yeah,
it's like there's no knock on him. He wasn't around during slavery. He didn't do anything racist or anything like that. He was just like a guy trying to teach. And like he said, hey, I'm teaching it because nobody else did. I don't know if he beat out another African American professor that wanted to teach that class. I have no idea. That's not my prerogative. But there is
Mhm.
some truth to what Nat was saying. Like, hey, I'm not trying to hear this shit from you. Like, you're going to get that
Yeah.
pushback. And that's because of the history and how we got here, you know? And even though it wasn't
Yeah.
Mr. White's fault, shit, we still take some of that, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? We still deal with the repercussions of things that
Yeah.
happened before us, you know? So it was interesting though. That was a very dope scene. And
Dope scene.
Nat was wilding. She was running
She
through
was
these
wild out.
girls.
Tundra
And
was wild.
then at the end, when she transitioned back to
I was like,
I'm
what?
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted a full body. Like I wanted a zoom out. I wanted to see what she looked like. Like if you're gonna just have the weave or whatever hair extensions that you had,
Yeah,
I
you
want and
wanted it.
it looked
That's
like it
fair.
was a dress. I want to see everything. Are you wearing heels too? Like I want to see what's
It was
going
a
on.
dress.
It was. I want to
I
see the
didn't
whole
see,
outfit.
and I didn't see it turning that way.
Me neither. That was a shock.
That was a shock. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Because remember,
What?
she was talking to that therapist. She was like, nobody's gonna
Hmm.
accept me for how I feel. I'm like, what is she talking about? Like being
Yeah.
a vampire?
That's what
And
I thought.
then
I thought she was talking about being a vampire.
it was just like boom.
That
I was
didn't
like,
get
oh,
addressed. Nobody even knows how many people are. I don't know. Could I guess?
hmm.
Let's hold on. Let's dive into this.
Let's dive
I just
into
want to
it.
ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
So Nat got bitten by what was her name?
She got
She
bitten
got
by
expelled basically,
I can't remember her name either.
but she got
That's
expelled
Bree.
from the
Her name
sorority.
was
Bree,
Bree. Yeah.
yes. So Bree bit her,
Yes.
and now Nat is biting others.
Mm-hmm.
Do they become vampires as well?
No, I think there has to be an intent. So you can either bite somebody to drain them, kind of like on True Blood. Like Suki was
Got
getting
it.
her
Got it.
ass
Yeah.
drained by my man
Yeah.
Bill
Yeah.
Common. Like she was
Yeah.
in that blood. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. He was.
And but there's something else, like maybe they have to infuse some of their blood, or like in their fangs, they have to give you some of their blood for you to turn. I don't know the here or there with it, to be honest, but
Mm.
they had I think
Or
there's
you might
something
only
special
be
they
able
have
to
to do.
be transformed by True Blood, maybe. Maybe
Maybe,
somebody.
maybe, maybe, because I remember at certain points, like certain vampire movies, like you can give like vampires. I think on True Blood, they would give their blood to a human, and then for a moment, like they had like superhuman ability,
Superhero
strength. They would
powers, yeah.
heal them. You know what I'm saying? But they weren't
Yeah.
turned. They just benefited
Yeah.
from.
Suki brother's addicted to it.
He was so addicted. My
He's addicted to it.
man. Yeah. So no, it's interesting. Like I said, every vampire show or movie has their own kind of like set of rules of how that works. You know, because like you said, Jamal, the other for fraternity brother, the one that actually invited him to the frat house, the one he kind of was
Hmm.
like, "You're gonna get me in here," da 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 da. So Jamal was like, "Hey, I can't turn you because I'm not a true blood. I don't have the
Yeah.
ability to turn you."
Hmm.
And then he ended up getting turned by the janitor. Was it Greg?
Hmm.
He ended up getting turned by the janitor.
Yep.
So
By janitor.
I don't know. It's interesting. She was biting a lot of people. She was biting a
A lot.
lot of people. She was running through them. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking my other question with that whole scenario is it like a euphoric feeling that these women were getting by
Because
being
it
bitten,
seemed like it. They were
right?
like,
They were like, "Oh my god!" Like that was crazy.
they were like, ah. And then they would be like, they would be
Yeah,
telling other people, like, other women,
yeah,
like, hey, this,
yeah.
you need to go. And it's like, what? Because she was,
Oh, it was
now was
wild. No,
cleaning
she
her
was, she
out.
was, she was, she was, she was
It
getting him
had to
out of
be
there.
euphoric. It had to
She was
be.
get. It has to be. She was getting him out of there. I think the other thing that kind of like stood out to me with the especially the last two episodes, right? So there's multiple storylines going on. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna lie, didn't really care for Bree's storyline. Didn't really care for it.
Mm-mm.
Didn't really care for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was kind of like, yeah. I could have did without her shit. You're cleaning
Mm,
up. I didn't like it. That's just me. Didn't like it. Anyways, um, but Deontay's uncle, right? He goes
yeah,
to rehab. He gets his
yeah.
shit together after he kills somebody, right?
It kills
He
him.
kills his girlfriend or
Drains him.
whatever, the hooker, stripper, whatever.
Drains him.
And my thing is, my question to you was, because I didn't know if I got this right. Did he get turned when he went to the that lady when he was trying to pawn that necklace?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, because
And
I
then
was
at the end of the
confused.
movie, he shows his
Right. Right. So I was a little confused. So maybe I was like, maybe I
yeah.
missed something. But I'm not gonna lie, Unc, he would have to see me with the hands because there's no way I'm forgiving you that easy. I don't give a goddamn what necklace you gave to me. I'd be like, oh, thank you for the necklace, Unc. But
Yeah,
you can still get the fuck out. Like,
yeah. He
did you
hugged him.
reckless he was talking the first episode?
He was talking crazy. He was something else. I ain't even gonna
That
lie.
first
I
episode
was
was
like,
crazy.
golly, he is talking wild.
Wow.
I would have probably fought him.
Exactly. Uncle would
I
have
would
had
have
to
probably fought him.
see me with the hands,
But
bro.
but hold on, wait, time out. You wouldn't have been like, yo, I forgive. Like, what if he came and said, I went to rehab. I'm not drinking no more. I just want to. I just want.
No. Did you
Bro, you get.
do you not remember how crazy he was talking episode one?
He was talking
He's
crazy.
like, I don't care about that little nigga anyway. That was it. Like, whoa, my
Yeah,
brother
he was
just died.
talking crazy. Yeah, he was
And so
talking
you go to
crazy.
rehab for 30 days and I'm just supposed to, oh, thank you so much for the
He
necklace.
hugged him every time. That's why he
I'm
was
hugging
surprised.
this.
He was like,
Yeah,
"Oh
I ain't
man, I
hugging
was
this man
talking to
after
you
no 30
crazy."
days. Yeah, I was talking to you
It
wild,
would have been
bro.
some. It would have been some.
Couldn't have
He
been
would have to
me.
show up more.
Yeah, I
It would
needed,
have been some
yeah,
repair.
yeah,
It would have been some.
exactly.
It would have had to be some more repair. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you acting like he just got
I
like a
don't
flat
think I would
tire.
have.
It's total damage, my dude. You got a
Yeah,
lot of
I
work
don't
to
know.
do.
Yeah, at that age, it would have been a lot of work. It would have been a lot of
Hello.
work. My age, yeah. If I was Deontay's age, I would have been like, "What you doing here, yo? You know,
I'd be
ruin
like,
my night."
thank you. Get out. Get your ass
Yeah,
back to wherever, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Or
But
it'd
I
have been a
think,
high and by thing.
yeah, like what's up?
What's up? I
All right.
gotta go.
All right, I gotta go. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like what?
yeah, yeah.
God,
It would have
please.
probably be something like that. I wasn't mature as I am
I'm petty.
now.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm too petty for that. I'm definitely not forgiving you. I'm definitely not forgiving you. That's for sure.
Time out. Rose, you got
No. I don't. I definitely not.
all right. But he forget. You're crazy, man.
Nah, bro.
You
I'm
gotta
being
forget,
realistic. I'm being
Rose.
realistic. I'm being super
Oh,
realistic.
wait a minute. You're the age now. You're older. Come on now. You gotta
Mm-mm.
forgive. It's
Eventually, you gotta show me something. Because I'm not gonna lie, me and him, we would have fought. We would have fought. We would have physically fought.
yeah. I would have fallen in the
Episode
physical.
one, we would have been fighting, and that would have forced
Then if
me
he
out of the house
showed
to go
up,
to college.
yeah, they showed up. I would have been like, I'd have been probably a little angry.
All right, because
I
he was
don't
giving him
know. It
attitude.
depends how I was back then. I don't know. I might have been ready to go again,
Yeah,
depending
like
on
bro,
what
what are
he
you
said.
even doing here?
Yeah.
But Deontay was coming with the energy or the good energy, and then she like, so what you want a cookie? Okay, you went through rehab, and then as soon as he got the necklace, it was like, thank you, oh, thank you. No, Deontay, no,
You
no,
gotta go hard.
sir,
It's no forgiveness over here.
no forgiveness. And I get it. Maybe they did that because you gotta think like, man, you only got 4 episodes, so it's
You gotta
a
do
lot
it
of,
real
and that's
quick.
another thing is like a lot of the storylines. I can feel like it was a little rushed because it's like,
Yeah.
man, we only got 4 episodes, so we gotta get as much as we can, done to try to tie things up. But what I would have liked, and I know
It
it's
could have
because
been.
maybe the
It could have been a three. How? Let me ask you this: with the storyline that we know, how many episodes do you think it could have stretched?
this could go on for seasons. This can go on for
That's what I
seasons
was thinking.
because I think. the the character development could have stretched a lot longer. There
Yeah.
are other storylines that she could have explored, and I do get it. It was on a budget. They had about $10,000 to $12,000 that they were raising
Yeah.
for these 4 episodes. And I know, man, listen, I saw somewhere The Crown Netflix spent $2 million on a scene. On a
That's
scene,
crazy.
not even an episode. So when I think about stuff like that, you have to Netflix just be ODing, bro. But I
That's wild.
know that production cost money. So I
Yeah.
will always put this into context with what she and they had, the students that she, that helped make this film, this pledge series possible. The students herself, they did an amazing job. They did a phenomenal job. But in the context of, man, if they had more money, I could definitely see this like being
Yeah.
multiple seasons. At least what we got here, at the very least, 8-10 episodes,
That's what I was thinking.
because you could devote more time into like the history of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every character you could really develop and give like more of a backstory.
Easy. The drunk
Even
uncle, that joint could have had his
had his own
Bree
shit.
going back home, getting cussed out. I would like to
That
see
was
more
crazy. That
of
was crazy.
figuring it, her and her
Like, what
mom's
happened?
relationship of figuring that out. Yeah.
Right. That I would also like to have seen more of the history, or maybe some flashbacks of CJ's dad and
Yes.
Deontay's
And his
parents, and
mom.
how that shit
Yes.
went down. I wanted to see.
Yes.
I would have loved to see
Where
what's
the
his name?
dean was and
Charles
the
Brook.
janitor at
Yeah,
that
the
point in
janitor,
time, like their
and that dynamic,
flashbacks.
because
Yeah.
according to the Pledge series, Gregory had a crush on CJ's,
Mm-hmm.
not CJ's, on Deontay and Trey's mom. So like,
Yes.
how the fuck did that look? Like
Yes.
there were a lot of things I'm like, ooh, they could explore that more. Or even like the history classes, them really
Mm-hmm.
going into the Transylvanian African American history.
They
I
could
would
have
have
done
loved to
a
see that.
whole um what is it called in the movies where they're like flashback. They could have done a
Flashback.
whole
Yeah, they could do a whole
flashback.
flashback of that too. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
So there's a
Like the
lot of
history of
elements.
it. It could have got expounded on.
For sure.
Definitely.
100%, 100%. I think maybe I would have liked Bree's story a little bit better, if there was more, more to it. If they took a little bit more time, because it kind of at times felt a little like inorganic or a little rushed. Like you were just working
Hmm.
at this shelter, then all of a sudden this person's leaving, and now you're the new director of some program, or you're the, I don't know. I just felt like that whole storyline was a little bit rushed. And like you said, I would have liked to see Deontay's uncle, his journey through sobriety, his backstory, because that dude's funny. I'm not gonna lie, that dude was funny. Like
He
how he would talk
sounded
to
like
people.
he sounded, and she probably had to pay the real actors. I think it was a couple of the
Yeah.
real actors.
Had to pay for them, make sure they were
I think the
fed. Because you gotta think about
uncle,
that. Yeah. They gotta eat,
yeah.
they gotta,
I
be
think the
fed.
uncle, the dean, probably
Dean
the
Pritchard,
janitor,
Gregory. Mm-hmm.
Gregory.
And they're brothers and I said brothers and sisters. They're brothers, so I wanted to see, how that works. So they
Yes.
had a lot. They had a lot, and also, how did he die? Like that was never truly explained. Why Greg the janitor died after turning Deontay? Did this nigga
I
have werewolf
think
blood? Did he have bad blood?
no,
And because
no. I
he
think the
hadn't fed in a while?
storyline. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think they said that if a vampire doesn't feed in a while, it's kind of like a jolt of adrenaline. And I don't think because he hasn't fed in a while, the adrenaline attacked his heart. I think it was
And it
too
stopped it. It
much.
was too much. Okay,
It was
see, you
too
got
much.
that, and I didn't. You're smart.
Yeah.
I'm so
I
smart,
just
but you're
watch
smart
a
too.
lot of movies. I'm
No, because I
weird.
didn't catch it. I didn't catch it. I was like, that
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. Like, is it that? But I don't know. But I would like to have seen more to that as well.
Yeah.
So definitely could have
Yeah.
been, definitely could have been longer. But I appreciate what they were able to do and the time frame and the budget that they were, given. So what I would like is either they can do another fundraiser for the
Yeah,
like another season,
they're gonna have
or
to.
excuse me,
They're gonna have to.
I am not sleepy. Or they can get it picked up, because I know originally she was like pitching this idea to Netflix and stuff like that. So if she's able to now present a more elaborate body of work and say like, hey, this got 18,000 views, and da 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 da, see where it goes. But in the meantime, definitely I would like to see a second season. I would like to see the next chapter, because like you said before, it ended on a freaking cliff note. Trey's alive.
He's
Can we talk
alive
about
now.
that?
What's up? Got my
That's like the
chain.
guy on your
I was like,
shirt
wait a
coming at the end
minute.
of an episode
Oh
after we
yeah.
know Tupac is dead, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, thought you was killed, my guy. That's what
that
that was
hold
giving.
on. Like when that happened, I was like, so in my mind, I was like, okay,
He's a
she's gonna
vampire.
continue it now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then it's like, wait a minute, he was alive this whole time,
Where were you?
so he didn't die. So if he didn't die, did did CJ know he was alive?
No. Oh, CJ.
No,
I don't know.
yeah. Did the
I don't know.
fraternity know he was alive? Because if he comes back, it's just like he was like, "Hey, let me get my chain, little bro." I was like, "Oh,
That's
this
fucking
was like."
crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what's going
He
on.
looked different.
Yeah, he did. I don't trust none of it at this point. At
He
one
looked
point,
different. His
at one
eyes looked
point,
like he had no soul.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He looked different.
Few are destined. Few are destined. No, okay, that's fine.
Oh, few were chosen. Said it.
No, no, it's okay.
Few are called.
No.
Wait a minute. Few are
Few are destined
destined.
for no reflection.
Oh, for no reflection. Oh, that's right. He
It's
was getting
okay.
paddled saying that. Anyway.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Oh,
This
I
man was
shouldn't have
taking
brought that
wood,
up.
bro. No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. Let's bring it up.
Well,
Let's bring it up. Let's bring it
walk
up.
right into that.
Yeah. So was that still a thing, that fraternities is, or like, do y'all still
I've never
participate?
seen I've
'Cause
never seen a wood paddle. I've never seen a wood paddle.
you always say that like you're under oath or something, like you've been subpoenaed and you're like giving official testimony or something like that.
Let's
I've
just say
never
this.
seen a battle. Like,
Let's say this. It happens. Okay? It happens. It is real. But let me tell you something. There's no bath or nothing that can no ice is gonna help that. You know,
have you
yeah,
been?
ice on it.
Have you
There's no
been?
ice that's gonna help that. Just that's
Have you taken wood, JT? Because that sounds like personal experience, and I know you're not going to answer that, and that's fine. But that sounds like personal. Because how would you know that?
yeah. Let me tell you something. Ice does not work. Okay, it's just something that you gotta walk out. You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it
See,
out.
see,
You gotta get your day together without showing that you have been going through a process that others have gone through before. So
bro. That's a little.
you can't just be
I don't
sitting there
know,
having ice.
man.
Ice is not going to work. That's all I'm gonna say. Ice does not work.
Mm.
But I probably want to take a Epsom salt bath. Probably that's probably the best thing I could probably suggest anybody that's
Huh.
gotten hit by
And
wood
see, that's
before.
why I couldn't pledge, because unless it's something of my own
You would have
request,
did it. You would have did it.
nobody's spanking me, bro. Let me tell you something. My mom's
It's not.
African, bro.
It's
No, no, no,
not
no, no. Let me tell you something. My
like
mom was African, and she would used to have this wooden spoon that she would hit us with. It's a fufu stick, and the
mm,
type of like track star speed that I would have back then, because I'm like, you got to catch me to whoop me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna now, as an adult, volunteer my ass, bend over,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
like a form of submission, and then have
Yeah,
you paddle my ass. I couldn't even imagine a guy. You have balls like there. I don't know how that works. All I know is this. No.
couple.
All I know is
Um.
this. That's a negative. That's a negative, sir. That's where I'll be like, man, you know what? This has
Okay.
been an amazing experience.
Oh
I
my
really do
gosh.
appreciate y'all, but I'm
No,
out.
man, you're tough, man. Let me
It's
tell you
not
something.
about being
It's
tough.
a
The toughness
lot.
is me saying no. That's the
It's
toughness.
it's a lot of. I have a lot of Nigerian fry brothers. You know
That
this. It's a lot of
that's
Nigerian
fine.
cues.
It wouldn't have been me.
You know this. You
It
know
wouldn't have
this
been
stuff.
me.
You
It
know it's
wouldn't
a
have been
lot
me.
of Nigerian cues.
What I do know is it wouldn't be me. I can't
That's
speak
fair.
on them. I gotta speak for myself. I'm not. You cannot spank me, bro. Like I'm not a fucking
A
child,
little
and I gotta
wild.
then give you dude money.
Yeah.
Hey, dudes,
He was bent over the chair.
fuck out of here, bro. Pants down too. It wasn't even like they let him keep his pants
Nah.
on. That was wild, bro.
This showed that I was like, ah, bro's gonna
This
ask me out
guy
for a
is
swim.
taking wood.
I just know ice doesn't help. That's all. It doesn't help, man. You gotta, pain is a mental thing, you know. If you don't mind, it don't matter. Mine doesn't.
That's what he had to tell himself, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. That's what he said.
If you do,
these
listen,
are
if
the
you
these
don't
are the
mind, it
mantras
don't
that he had to
matter.
say to get him through this. Like Mayweather says, hard work, dedication. This nigga talking about
Yeah.
pain don't matter as he's getting his
Hey,
shit
does
tore
not
the fuck
matter.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell
You
nah.
pain is like it's a mental
Pain's a
state.
construct like time.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
no.
Just keep going by your day.
And that's what they were doing. They kept going and going. It was crazy. Like it's fucking crazy, huh? I can't believe this. I've known this man for several years. I went to this man's wedding, guys. And this is the first I'm hearing about it. I feel a certain type of way. I feel violated. I feel like there's not that trust there
I
that I thought was there.
don't know.
It's gonna take
Listen,
me a couple days to process this, bro.
uh,
It's gonna take me a couple of days to process this.
I'm just saying, man. Like, it happens. But when they were doing it, I was like, oh man. Then he didn't look like he was. He didn't look like he was showering either.
Yeah,
Right?
he looked pretty he looked
He looked
pretty ripe.
rough.
My man looked real rough. And not for nothing. And I get it.
Stay with
Maybe
the
they
do
wanted to
rag on
be
though. I wish he would have took it off.
bro, not for nothing. I'm like, maybe they trying to really
No,
make this pledging process look like authentic.
no,
Because
it's
I've
no
seen
do
dudes,
rags.
I've seen
No
dudes
do
pledging
rags.
that look like rough during the pledging process. But when I
You
say
gonna
their
look
hair
rough.
was looking jacked, bro,
Yeah,
both him
my
and his
hair
my
was
brother,
looking
hair
crazy.
looking jacked. I'm like, God
My,
damn, you can't edge it up, brush it, something.
you can't, you can't. You got to be in a humbling mind frame. Your looks don't matter.
Shit.
Man, I remember one time I was online. I was on campus, and I wasn't supposed to be in the Wise Center, but I had to buy a book. So I was like, yo, I hope none of my frat brothers see me, because if they see me, it's a wrap. It'll be a long night. So I
Mm,
was able to get into the Wiseman, and then I seen my friends, and they were just bragging on me. They were like, "Man, look at you. Got holes in your pants. Your Jordans are all scratched up and messed up."
mm.
I was like, all right,
Not
I
the
gotta
J's.
go. I gotta go. Yeah, yeah. I was looking crazy because they said something. Because normally I look fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in college. I was looking fresh. I'm
Right.
known for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Squirrel's
Damn.
gonna look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
put together.
Right.
Even if I'm going to the calf, I'm gonna have a fresh white tee. I might have my slides on. I don't have a fresh whitey on. You know what I'm saying? And a
Yeah, yeah,
fitted.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not
Hell
just out
yeah.
here looking crazy. So I was looking. I'll never forget that. They was
Mm.
like, "Man, you look crazy." My like. I mean, I'm growing. I'm trying to grow my beard now, but don't worry, it's gonna get thicker. But I had no shape up. I didn't have my goatee like I had, so it was looking all this was looking all
Ugh.
scrubby. My hair was looking crazy. Usually, I would get a haircut like every week. I was that type of guy. Haircut every week. You know what I'm saying? And waves. My hair was looking all crazy.
Ugh.
They were just like, James, you all right? They was like, you all right? Look at you. What's going on in your life? I was like, I gotta get out of here. That's all I was thinking. I didn't care what they were saying about
Out
me.
of
I was like, I gotta get out of
You're
here.
thinking about, bro, if I don't get the fuck out of here, my ass will be pissed
Yeah,
with me, bro.
yes,
Like, what?
yes.
I
They
gotta
are going
go.
to whoop my ass if they catch me here. I don't
Literally.
care what y'all are talking about. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know that, but then they found out
Right.
later when I crossed. They were
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, that's why you
It
were
all makes
looking
sense.
crazy. That's why you
Uh-huh.
were not on campus." Because I used to be
Mm.
popular, so you would see me,
All the
even
time.
though, yeah, even though I was a commuter, you would see me during classes. I'd be in their room playing Madden. I'm just hanging out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, guy got class at 3 and another at 5. I'm not going off campus. I'm just gonna hang out, chill.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no
So
point.
yeah, no point. Eat, hang out in my friend's room, play some Madden, just be on campus chilling. You know what I'm saying? In front of the wise men. You know what I'm saying? Or just in the library. But I'm
Right.
somewhere talking to people. So they were like, "Oh, I get it. James Cross by himself." They were like, "Damn, Scroll, you did Q too?" I was like, "Yep."
Mm, mm, mm,
Cause
mm.
like it was like all football players. So like if you see so the 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 three guys that before me all play football. They're huge. All of them are huge. Darren's big,
You're
Jay's
not
big.
huge. You're not
No,
huge.
I'm average guys. I'm just an average individual. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's three football players and then it's me.
Mm.
Everybody was like, "Oh man." Then it's funny because they're like, "Oh, I can do it," because James did it.
Okay.
Okay, be
It's not
careful.
it's not for
It's
it's not for
it's not
everybody.
it's not for everybody.
Right, right.
You think it's easy. It's not
Yeah.
easy, man.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks because you're like, oh, I think I can make it. You see somebody. I
Right.
saw I saw my dean like that. I was like, oh, Roger did it. I could do it. 2 weeks in, I'm like, this is
Mhm.
stupid, man. This dude is crazy. These guys are crazy. What am I doing to
Oh
myself?
man.
I'll be back tomorrow. Oh man. But yeah, so that was a pretty good series. I hope she keeps it going because
Mhm.
you gotta kind of keep up with Trey because before before the series, he was in
Mhm.
both of the prequels.
Yeah. Yeah.
She came out with
Well,
two
was
of
he in
them.
that
So
first prequel? Well, not the not
mm,
no, he was in the prequel, but I'm saying was he in
ooh, was he in the
the short
first
film?
one?
I think it was like a light skinned dude that was
No,
in the first
no, it's a
film
light
that won
skinned
the
dude.
award.
You're right.
But he was in
You're right. It
he
was
was
in
in
the
the
series.
prequel. He was in the prequel. That was him.
He was in the prequel, and it was like I I kind of hope she just goes into it. I hope so. I hope she gets the fundraising and the money. Um, because so say she gets 5 episodes. I want to see how she writes out that. How you gonna
Dude, it'd
tie
be
him coming
it
back with five
right.
episodes?
And I know she has it written. If not, she's working on it. So I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. You guys got to check out the Pledge
Yeah,
series.
got it,
Comment. We
got
have
it.
this, we'll have everything, like we said, every Monday. So check us
Every
out.
Monday,
Comment under
check us
this
out.
video. Comment under this
Yes,
video your favorite moments of the Pledge series, things that you found fascinating, things that you didn't understand, or things you would like to see in the next series. Hopefully she creates another series. She has to. It's a cliffhanger. Why would she do that to us? She's not Netflix. She wouldn't cancel after
doing
one
cancel.
season. She wouldn't do that to us, right? So yeah,
I
comment
don't
your
think so.
favorite parts. Comment what you want to see. Somebody commented that they would love to see werewolves being introduced into maybe the next season. I don't know. People are saying a lot of
I
stuff,
don't know.
so we'll see.
Yes, we'll see, guys.
Happy New Year's, everyone. When this
Happy New
episode
Year's.
drop, it would be January 1. So we will see you in 2024.
We will see you in 2024. Okay, guys. Peace once again. Everybody be safe and homecoming out.